release our lives from our responsibilities, right? And also with that, we're going to with that, our productivity could very well go down. And this is actually was of concern. If you know, something like it was like 2 decades ago, that the president of Tunisia at the time, he was really concerned. He saw that production level, the productivity of people was going down. So he wanted the shuyukh, the ulama on his payroll, to come out with some kind of fatwa to not do Ramadan or to change the hours of Ramadan or whatever, because it was affecting the economy of the country, right? So the sheikh, that was on his payroll, the lead one, the top sheikh of the country, he got up on the camera in front of the screen, live TV for the whole country, and he said, I don't care what this guy is saying. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said we're going to fast from Fajr until Maghrib, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So there is no override on what we so the productivity of our lives cannot be a deterrent from us doing what we need to do for Siyam, to obey the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So how do we get ourselves ready, right? We're talking about shopping, we're talking about making sure our refrigerators and our freezers, how are we so that we minimize shopping, minimize this. That's what we think in those terms. How do we get ready? But how are we actually getting ourselves ready? How are we getting? We talked about before last week how we get our body, how we get the spirit ready. For today, I want to talk about real quick some sunnahs that get our bodies ready for the marathon of Ramadan, right? When you have a runner does not show up on the day of the marathon and runs 26.2 miles. He does not do that. That's if they do, they're far and few in between. Most runners that run marathons, they have been preparing all year for this, all year for that day, right? They have been running around the block. They've been running a 5K. They have been running even a half marathon leading up to the marathon itself. They're running a half marathon. So that when the day of the marathon happens, they're not thinking about how difficult it is to run. They're not thinking about how difficult it is to run for that long. They're not thinking about I need to sprint here and slow down here and jog here. They're not thinking I need to take a break here, I need to do this thing. They're not thinking of all these physical logistics. For them, by that point, it becomes second nature, right? The Prophet ﷺ, he used to fast all year long, all throughout the year. We know it as the sunnah to fast every Monday and Thursday, right? And he had his reasons for it. The being that he said that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala looks at the deeds every week, right? If you remember correctly, I believe it's on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, Thursday night, if I'm not mistaken. And he said that, I like to look at I like that Allah is looking at my record, reviewing my record while I am fasting, right? It's either Thursday or Monday, one of those two. And we know that he used to fast Mondays because he said that he was born on a Monday. And so he wanted to show thankfulness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so he fasted on Monday. When else did he used to fast? He used to fast the 3 white days of every month, the 13th, 14th, and 15th of every single month. He used to fast those days as well. In addition, this was the regular every single month, Monday, Thursday, and 13th, 14th, 15th. When else he used to fast? He used to also fast when it was the day of Arafah, and it wasn't the one time he went for Hajj. Right? He used to fast every year on Arafah. And he used to also fast on the day of Ashura, right? Ashura is significant for us Muslims because when he came to Medina and he found the Jews were fasting, and he asked what was going on, why are you Jews fasting? And they said that this is the day that we show shukr to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So fasting, the act of fasting is to show shukr to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We show shukr to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We fast today because this is the day the anniversary of when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala delivered Musa and Bani Israel from Fir'aun. So the Prophet ﷺ, he said, نَحْنُ أَحَقُّ بِمُوسَى. We have more of a right, we are closer to Musa than they are. So we should fast Ashura, and if Allah allows us to live, allows me to live, next year we will also fast the day before to distinguish between their practice and our practice. Right? And subhanAllah, the next year, or that next year, Ramadan was legislated, so then it became, instead of being a fard, it became a sunnah. So that's the reason why we fast Ashura. Also, the Prophet ﷺ used to fast regularly, right, throughout the year, just because. No rhyme or reason. He used to come home after Fajr, and he would ask our mother Aisha radiallahu anha, what do we have to eat? And she would say, absolutely nothing. You imagine you go home, your refrigerator is empty. And I mean empty. Your freezer is empty. Nothing in the cupboard, nothing like that. Nothing. She said, we have nothing, Ya Rasulullah. He said, okay, today, no problem. Today I'm fasting. He woke up without the intention of fasting. But he said, oh, I didn't eat yet. I didn't drink water yet. Okay, I'll fast today, no problem. Done deal. Okay? And finally, the Prophet ﷺ, he used to fast most of Sha'ban. This is the month that we are in right now, leading up to Ramadan. Now here's the funny thing I found out. The same authenticity levels that tell us that Prophet ﷺ used to fast most of Ramadan, he used to, the same level, the other hadith that say, Prophet ﷺ used to also fast a minority of days in Sha'ban, like less than half, right? So how do we reconcile these two hadith? It means that the Prophet ﷺ used to fast more days in Sha'ban than the rest of the year, to get his body ready, to warm it. It's like you're warming up the engine before you go, right? So this is one thing. So there's still 2 weeks left of this. There's still 2 weeks left. So let us take advantage of the time to get our bodies ready. So we're not thinking so much about, did I have my coffee, I didn't have my breakfast, I didn't have my lunch, man, I really need to push through. You're not really thinking about that. Your body's already used to it. You already go through your normal tasks, you go through your responsibilities, you're going to work, you're running your errands, you're doing activities that you need to do, right? If you're working out, making sure that you do work out, that you also don't stop in Ramadan, so your body is used to it. You got to keep yourself strong, right? During the blessed days of Ramadan, we're in fact focusing on the physical aspect. Inshallah. That's all I have for today. Inshallah, we'll finish this 4-part series next week, inshallah.